In the late 60s, highly paid players like George Best brought a new glamour to the game, attracting lucrative sponsorship deals. Speaking at the time, Dixie recalled how in his heyday he earned just £8 a week.
I'd have much rather accepted, which I did, £8 a week than they do now with all these polybius years that's going on. I mean, when you started up, you got 6.5, and you worked your way up to 8. And of course that was the limit in those days. Well, on a Friday when you went for your wages, you didn't get 8. You got 6.5 probably, or 6, because you'd been tapping them during the week. I say good luck to these kids now. Let them have it, as long as they look after it.
He'd have played for nothing. And then I think at one stage they had a choice, either the medal or the wages, and he always took the medal.
That's what I played for.
Yes, indeed. Medals only.
A handful of gold. You should know everyone.
You mentioned he played for nothing, so what would he make of today's footballers?
I think he thought they were a load of fairies. You sort of say that. He's playing carpet slippers and with a beach ball.
But the legend of Dixie lives on, and today, October 1957, those memories are stirred anew in the city of Chester. For there, just 20 miles from Everton, is Dixie Dean's bar. Inside, behind the counter, you'll find him who, 25 years ago, was the wonder of the football world. The winner of 23 England caps, a man who'll always be honoured as the greatest centre-forward of them all.
This rarely seen footage from a BBC documentary shows Dixie happy to reminisce about his playing years from behind the bar of his pub.
Well, it's almost 30 seasons, or exactly 30 seasons, isn't it, since you put up your individual record?
It is 30.
60 goals?
60 league goals and 84 altogether in the season, cup ties, international matches.
My goodness me, that's some record.
Yes.
And it's never been surpassed. Is there any reason for that, do you think that now centre-forwards are marked more closely by the centre-half than they were then?
No, I don't think they're good enough. As a matter of fact, the marking, I've had as many as 2 and 3 every time I've gone for the ball. So I don't think anybody was marked more so, and especially on my body and limbs and one or the other.
Obviously, at my age, I never got to see the great man play. And to actually play with him, well, that would just be a fantasy, a dream come true. But then again, surely that kind of talent stays in the blood. Well, let's find out. Meet Daniel, Dixie's great-grandson. And Scarlett, Dixie's great-granddaughter. Right, let's see if you've got it. Ah, I see. Oh. Yeah, obviously it stays in the blood, doesn't it? Very good. Above all, Dixie was a family man, and his clear favourite was his granddaughter, Melanie.
He was always there and used to play football in the garden and used to sit with his hanky on his head, getting the sun. So just normal memories of a normal granddad. That's just fantastic. Yeah, when you say normal memories of a normal granddad, to play football in the garden with Dixie Dean, well, not everyone gets to do that, actually. That's amazing. Well, he was still my granddad. So he might have been Dixie Dean, the goal scorer to everybody else, but to me he was just my granddad.
The Everton players are the first to be introduced to His Royal Highness by Dixie Dean, their captain and famous goal-scoring centre-forward.
It seems fitting somehow. The Goodison should be the setting for Dixie's final appearance. He died at the ground in 1980 whilst watching the Merseyside derby as a spectator for the very first time. His ashes were later spread in the centre circle.
Is it true what they say about Dixie? Does the sun really shine all the time? Do the sweet magnolias blossom at every...
Of course, Monday is the 100th anniversary of Dixie's birth. So how will you feel on that day? Will you kind of be poignant? Will it be a poignant moment?
Well, I don't believe where all the time's gone, really. I mean, but there you go. I've enjoyed being 100. A glass of champagne in his hand. He was a lovely granddad to me, and I'm sure he would have been a wonderful great-grandfather to my children. So just say, cheers, Granddad. Happy birthday.
Here.
On the banks of the river Mersey, it is morning in the streets. There's a boy in a football jersey playing music with his feet. He is bound for greater glory than the North End has ever seen. Generations will tell the story of the legendary Dixie Dean. He's a child of the dark side in the age of the First World War. He is a railway worker's boy child in the days when they had nothing at all. He is the hunter in that frozen field in pursuit of a leather case ball. Little does he know he's going to be the greatest of them all. The children sing good old Billy Dean. You are the greatest and the world ever seen. How they say it is a pleasure to have been to see you play. You are the legend of 60 goals in one neat season all told. King of Corporation Road and Liverpool Bay. Started out at Tranmere, Dixie became his name. From the Bluebird and Head, all over Lancashire, their thousands they came. He was a person part gladiator, he was working class royalty. And as the man showed up to take the FA Cup in 1933, the children sang good old Dixie Dean. You are the greatest and the world ever seen. How they say it is a pleasure to have been to see you play. You are the legend of 60 goals in one neat season all told. King of St. Domingo Road and Liverpool Bay. Well, on the field, he gave his best. He was always head and shoulders above the rest. And when he scored, how they roared and they yelled for more. To meet across, how he leapt, and the ball was more than like he hit the net. And when he died, all men cried to see such a brave one die. So on the banks of the river Mersey, we may be mourning in the streets, still the boys in their football jerseys play that music with their feet. They are bound for the greatest glory in the ranks of our football team. And you can bet they'll all know the story of the legendary Dixie Dean. So goodbye Dixie Dean, the greatest and the forward ever seen. How they say it is a pleasure to have been to see you play. You are the legend of 60 goals in one neat season all told. King of St. Domingo Road in Liverpool Bay. Oh, goodbye Dixie Dean, the greatest and the forward ever seen. How they say it is a pleasure to have been to see you play. A legend of 60